8.4 Incrementation and Decrementation. As you know that every loop has three essential elements: initialization, test expression, and incrementation. As far as incrementation is concerned, it includes decrementation also. As you know, incrementation is positive incrementation, whereas decrementation is negative incrementation. So both are valid. If you want to increase, you can increase, otherwise decrease. Now you see how the code will come. Just with this example, you can understand. Now int c is equal to 1. This is initialization. Now while test expression c is less than or equal to 10. This is test expression. This is C++. This is incrementation. In this model we write. And decrementation, how we write? C int c is equal to 10. While how you write test expression? Here you should be very careful. C is greater than or equal to 1. Here C is less than or equal to 10. Now here the statements you write C minus minus. You see that? So what it does, suppose it is printing of numbers, print number, then how it prints? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10 it prints. In this case, starting initialization is 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 up to 1 it prints. So you should be very careful regarding this. Here less than or equal to 10, here greater than or equal to 1. Starting from 10 and ending with 1. Starting from 1 ending with 10. So here plus plus it is incrementation. Here minus minus is decrementation. Some cases, if your program demands to write elements in a decrementing order, then we have to use this code. Now I have given a program here 8.4. Here you study that. Now we are using characters. Already I told you integers and floating points you can use. You can use characters also. Already explained to you, every character belongs to integral type. Integral type means it deals with integer. So every character, whatever you are dealing with, it is having a equivalent decimal value like this. So you see this 8.4 initialization, C is equal to 65. C is equal to 65. Int C is equal to 65. That is the initialization. And what do we mean by that? Test expression. While C is less than 74. Less than 74. Within the loop, what you have written? C++. Just try to understand. 65 to 74. 66, 67, like this. Up to 74, you want to print, but not in a numerical format. You want to, which type of conversion specifier you have used? Percentage C. Percentage C you have used, C 11th line. That means 65 to 74 values you want to print in character format. That what you mean. Here 12th line incrementation you are using. That's why what are printing? 65 A, B, C, D. Like that. What is the 74's value? I. 70 here. What you have written? Up to 73. I 73. Less than 74 you have written. Less than 74 you have written. After I is printed, what happens? The control goes to 12th line. Then it becomes 74. Then it becomes 74. And then C goes to 9th line again for testing. What is there? Now C's value is 74. After 73, printing of I, it becomes 74. Then when it goes for testing, test becomes false because 74 is less than 74. That is false. So what is the cease value? Then it is 74. At the end of 13th line, then cease value is 74. And next, we are writing one more loop in with the decrementation. What you are writing? While C is greater than or equal to 65. 65, here C minus you are writing. What do you mean by that? What is the initial? There is no initialization because initialization was already made. After this thing, what happened? You know that C's value is 74. So initial value is 74 and up to 65 we want to print. That what do you mean? Then 74 to 65 here greater than or equal to 65. That's why which values you want to print? 74, 73, 72 up to 65. And here also in which format you want to write? You want to write in character format. So 74 is J, I, H up to A. So second loop is decrementation. So in the same program we have written incrementation and decrementation. What points you can learn out of this? The first thing is the numerical, the integers can be converted into characters, characters can be converted into integers. Every character is having corresponding integer value. That you know already I explained to you. Next one, incrementation and decrementation both are possible. It can be done. Next, initialization need not be explicit. Now you see, in 8th line, explicitly initialize C is equal to 65. Explicitly initialize for the incrementation of loop 65 to 74. But at the end of that loop, after 13th line, what happened? It is implied initialization. C's value has automatically become 74 and second while loop, it didn't make any initialization explicitly. The implied initialization 74 is applied. So implied C's value is 74 and here test condition defines up to greater than 65. What do you mean by that? 65 to 74 values you want to write, you 74 to 65 values you want to write in a character format. That's why J to A are printed. In this way, depending on the requirement of the program, we increment loop or we decrement the loop. Both are possible. But while writing expressions, you should be very careful. In decrementation, you normally use greater than or equal to, and in incrementation, less than or equal to, you write. Study this program carefully and understand.